Welcome back to the channel. In today's video, I'm going to talk about my favorite point and shoot camera for filmmaking and vlogging, the Nikon A900. So if you're new to the channel, my name is Travis and I love to film unboxing videos of cool new gear that I get for filmmaking and photography. If I learn something new in Adobe Premiere Elements, I'm definitely going to film a tutorial about it. If I have any DIY or smart home projects around the house, I film those too. And if I ever go someplace cool, I'm definitely going to vlog about it. So if you haven't subscribed yet, make sure you head down below and smash that subscribe button. So in today's video, I'm going to talk to you about my favorite point and shoot camera. So a lot of the times we always talk about our DSLRs, but I use this guy here in probably 50% of my videos and you don't even realize it. This camera is always in the background. Anytime I do an overhead shot, I'm using this guy here. So I'll put a link up here in the description to the overhead rig that I actually use this camera with all the time. It works out perfect. It's portable. It folds down. I can move it around. I can use it on the counter. I can use it on the kitchen table. I can use it pretty much anywhere I want. So that is my secret, is using the Nikon A900. And one of the big reasons that I use it for overhead photography is it has a flip out screen. So not only can you flip the screen out like that if you have it overhead, you can flip it out one more time and you have it like that. So if I'm doing overhead photography and I'm looking at this camera here and this guy is up here, I can see the screen. So the screen is actually facing me as I'm doing the video. So if I want to line something up with my hands, I can easily do it because I've got the flip up screen. So if you're going to do any type of overhead photography in your vlogs or in your videos, this guy here is perfect for that because of the type of screen that it has. The other reason I love this camera so much is it's actually the only 4K camera I have. So if I'm filming a time lapse in 4K and I want to zoom in on the time lapse, I can do that because I'm filming in 4K. So I've got some extra pixels to work with. All the videos on my channel are 1080p, because like I said, the Nikon D5300, that's what it shoots, 1080p video. So that's what I'm using most of the time. The benefit of the A900, the 4K, is that now I can zoom in and still get good quality. The other thing I love about this camera when we're talking about zoom is the zoom. This camera actually has a 35-time optical zoom, plus it has an extra digital zoom. So I'll put all the specs right below here. But all I can say is I've got some insane shots from this camera. I've actually zoomed in on a roller coaster and been able to kind of make out the people from about 1 kilometer away. So super great feature is the 35 times optical zoom plus your digital zoom on top of that. The other great thing I love about this camera is the build quality. And I know it's plastic, but I have not been very nice to this camera and it has lasted me a long time. I've had it now for about 3 years. I've been using it in the vlogs. If I can find one, I'll put a link in the description below. Somebody on Amazon might still have these for sale. I'm gonna check the Nikon website, to be honest, because I don't think there's a replacement yet. So this might still be current. If it is, I'll pop that up on the screen here and I'll put a link in the description below where you can pick one of these up. I never use it, but there's also a built-in flash and it's really slick. It's just like that right in the top. So, oh, yeah, there you go. Can you see it? So basically, pop it open. It's a manual flash. So if it's down, you don't get any flash. You have to manually pop it open. The other amazing feature I love with this camera is that it's Wi-Fi. So if I take any shots during the day, I can use the Nikon app and I can get all of those shots off of my camera into the app. I can also use the Nikon app to control the camera. So if I'm doing something I want to have a remote shutter, I can use the app to do that as well. The one downside for me, but maybe not for you, is that it does not film in 24p. But even though it doesn't do 24p, you still have some 30p and 60p options. So if you're doing any filmmaking where you want to use slow motion, the A900 is definitely capable of that using the 60p mode in the camera itself in the recording modes. So the battery life on this camera has typically been really good for me. I have the original Nikon battery, and then I think I have 2 of the no-name batteries. And in a day of shooting or in a session of recording something, I've never really had to take out the initial battery that I started using it with. So if it's a fresh battery, it's gonna get me through like a 2-hour shoot, not 2 hours full filmmaking, but 2-hour shoot. So the battery life for me has not been a problem. It's actually been very good. The one thing that I don't like, and it's just because it's a 4K camera, is that if you're going to record, you're only going to get 7 minutes and 30 seconds. So that is all you can record for, and then it's gonna stop. You can start recording again pretty much right away after that 7 minutes and 30 seconds is up, but if you're doing something where you've got the cameras rolling and you want to keep them running, you have to remember that after 7 minutes and 30 seconds, this one's going to stop. Having that flip-out screen is awesome for my overhead rig. It's also awesome if you want to use this like a vlogging camera. The one downside is there's no way to attach an external microphone. So you're kind of stuck with the built-in microphone that Nikon has in the camera, and it's a point and shoot, and it's not that great. And even with an SLR, I use a Rode mic. So I don't usually use this like a vlogging setup for a small point and shoot camera. I'll often use my cell phone, and cell phones these days are amazing at taking videos, and you can even add a Rode mic to them. So I'll put a link in the description up here of the kind of micro kit that I use for vlogging every day. But this guy here can also be used for vlogging because of that flip-up screen. You're able to see yourself. That's nice and small, so you can actually hold it in the palm of your hand like this, or you can put a small little Manfrotto tripod on the bottom of it. Very simple, easy to use, inconspicuous. Downside, no external microphone. So if audio is something that's really important to you and you're going to be doing a lot of talking into the camera, I highly recommend that you use a small cell phone rig. And I'll put a link up here of the rig that I usually use. So thanks for watching today's video. If you want to see more videos like this one, make sure you head down below, smash that subscribe button. If you like this video, it actually makes a difference if you hit that like button. And until next time, take it easy out there.